Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. It's Alex Belfield talking to some of the world's biggest stars and some of my favourite people, and we've definitely got one for you today. Cinderella is the big production that's happening from the 13th of December through the 5th of January 2020 at the Bridlington Spa. Cinderella stars Didi Conn, and I'm delighted to say she joins us live now from New York. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I'm just great. I can't wait to come to England to do Cinderella. It's really so much fun. I started to memorize it about a month ago because I want to make sure that I have all the lines so we can just have fun.
That's the thing. I mean, it's not to be taken seriously in one way, but in another way, you have to do it seriously because it's so important. People really care about it, and it's a tradition over here that goes back centuries, and you're the star of the most popular pantomime in Britain, Cinderella. I mean, what a great role for you to be fairy godmother.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, I'm having so much fun. I keep saying fun, but it is. I mean, she is telling the story and drawing the audience in, but she's also, it's bringing magic, and romance and a little, in a little greasy style, shall we say.
This is what we're excited about. I mean, I have to tell you, you got me through puberty. I'm a 40-year-old man. You do realise this, Didi, don't you? You've really influenced a whole generation of young men. We're going to get to that in a bit. What will we get in the show? I mean, do we get sort of grease jokes in the show? Are we going to play on that, or do we just sort of have it bubbling in the background?
Well, I mean, I think that we might have a very interesting my words that make up my magical spell. Should I give you a hint?
Yeah, go on.
Wap babaloomap. Oh, wap bam boom. Grease was about first love, and first car, first everything. So this is in Cinderella. It's her first time she's falling in love, and we're making it the fairy godmother comes down to grant somebody a wish, and then all of a sudden she tunes into the Cinderella story, and she's got to find Cinderella and make her dreams come true. So there's a lot of action, a lot of humor. Oh my God, I mean really funny stuff. So.
Yes. What do you know about innuendo, double entendres and knob gags? Because normally pantomime is rammed with these.
Oh, yes, I've read the script. Yes, I've read the script, and it is chock full of lots of fun. There's some references that I don't know, which probably are local things, so I'll find out.
Well, you've got my number now, Didi. Anything you come across that you don't quite understand, it's probably something inappropriate.
Oh, well, isn't that fun? It's fun for the parents, and, the kids are having fun for different reasons, but it gives the parents that extra little titillation,
And that's the deliciousness about pantomime, is that the kids see the spectacle of it, and then the mums and dads get another level of humour. And that's your job, really, to drive the story. I mean, you've got an important part in this, and we must remember that this is a production, a big-scale show, and it can't come off the rails. As fun as it is, you're there to keep the story on track, aren't you, really?
That's right. As our story unravels.
And how hard is it to remember all of this stuff? Because, I mean, there's not that many lines, but the ones there are, you can't cock up, can you?
Yeah. No, well, that's why I began, a few weeks ago, so that it'll all be just second nature. And I'm looking forward to meeting the cast. They seem terrific from everything I read about them and their photos. So I think we're going to have a really, really good time. And the audiences are going to have a really good time.
Is it surprising to you that people still care about Didi Conn in 2019 and that we still love you and we admire you and we respect you and we want to come and see you?
Oh, isn't that... Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Well, Grease is a phenomenon, and I've done a lot of other things, I've also been had the mother role with a particular challenge because my son is autistic, and when he was diagnosed was in the dark ages of autism. So it took a long time to find the therapies and find what he needed, and it really was a full-time job for me. So the fact that a new audience keeps discovering Greece each generation is such a gift to me. I am always surprised. And people have never seen the movie once. It's 15, 20 times, 100 times, every time it's on. So that's a gift.
Just tell me about your son a little bit, if you don't mind, if it's not too intrusive, and what it's like having a child with autism. Because I know one of the things pantomime's had to change now is they do very different performances where there's no bangs and not too many flashes of lights, and the house lights are up for autistic people.
It's a spectrum disorder. It's like an umbrella term, autism. So children, when they're diagnosed, they could fall anywhere from low functioning to high functioning. And a common symptom is extreme sensitivity. And it could be to, sight. That's what the lights can be too much, or sound, or smell. Any of the senses can be way heightened. And they're so afraid, especially sound, of it really hurting, that they just retreat into themselves. And that's when you see a child that's, really defensive because of the sensitivity and sound. Well, my son was that way. I mean, he could hear airplanes coming before, a few minutes before we heard them. I mean, that's how keen his hearing was. So, but I found a doctor in Toronto who works with hearing integration, sound integration, and you find these therapies, and you try this, you try that, and it's a full-time exploration to bring your child out in the world, introduce the world to my son in a way that's comfortable to him, and yet challenge him. We were so fortunate because he lives on a farm, and that's, for him, being outdoors, that's where he relaxes. That's where he feels the most comfortable, around plants and animals. So we found a place like that that's called the Center for Discovery. And all the food is, they say, from seed to belly, that it's grown there. And that's where he works. He's 27 now. Name is Daniel. And I'm just so proud of him. And but because he's living there now, I can have my second chapter. And that's how come I can come to England and do Dancing on Ice, and now do Cinderella, and really have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. I wish my son and my husband could join me, but unfortunately they can't this year. So.
And it's your second visit this year to the UK. Of course, Dancing on Ice was so big for you. And
then Big opened on the West End. We were there for that. That's David Shire, my husband's musical.
Yeah, Big was wonderful, and what a huge-scale production that is. And again, it's important now. The expectations of audiences are so high now, and I guess with Panto it's the same. I mean, it's a proper show, this. They have to put on a West End standard show because audiences won't stand for nonsense, will they?
Hey, let me ask you something about Bridlington Spa. Is there a spa there?
It's a dance hall. It was built in 1896. Can you believe this? It was burnt down in 1906 and rebuilt in 1914. But it's not a spa like, you go and have a full body massage. It's not that sort of thing, if that's what you're worried about.
No, I was hoping.
I'm sure we can get you one, though. There's lots of country houses around there. You'll have a fabulous time. Don't you worry about that.
This is pretty far north.
You're on the coast, and you've got those wonderful Yorkshire people who'll be coming as well. What's interesting about you is the fact that you were first identified, I suppose, by your voice before your face, wasn't you? Because everybody instantly recognizes it. Was that just a gift from God or something you worked on?
No. In fact, I didn't even know that. My first job was my first professional job was in a pantomime company. Not pantomime, where I kept my mouth shut for 2 years. And then a friend of mine told me that commercials had changed. I came back to New York, and her agent would love me because they're doing a lot of comedic commercials. And I went up. It didn't have an agent. My first job I got through looking at backstage. Was not a non-union job. Anyway, I went up to her agent's office, and it was like a sign on the door, "Do not enter under penalty of death." You just don't walk into an agent's office about an appointment. But I didn't know because Iris Margolis told me to go there, So I went in, and do you have an appointment? I said, no, but Iris Margolis is my friend. She said to come meet her agent. And this agent stuck her head out the door. She said, do you really talk like that? And she sent me up that day for a Betty Boop commercial for A&W root beer, and I got it. And that was the beginning. So,
wow.
Yeah, no, it's a lucky break.
How incredible. Congratulations on everything. It's so nice to talk to you. You are a living legend and an icon and one of my favourite people. Didi Conn will appear in Cinderella from the 13th of December 2019. I'll be there opening night through until the 5th of January 2020. You can get tickets by calling the box office on 01262 678 258. That's 01262 678 258. Or go to the website bridgespa.com and get tickets for Cinderella with Didi Conn. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, my pleasure. It's going to be so much fun, and we'll make all your dreams come true.